All right, I think this is the last one. I'm not really sure. What's up, guys? Tre07 What's up, guys? Tre07 Reactions. This is, I think this is the last part of the interview. I've seen like 3, 4. Maybe there's one more. I don't know. If I see it, I'll definitely upload it. I'll check it out. But I'm watching this video, this interview with Vinnie Paz. This one in particular is Vinnie Paz on the dying album format, not being a singles-driven artist. Which, if you know Vinnie Paz, you know exactly what that means. Like he's not out to make hits. He's not trying to formulate things. He just does him. He does his music. And if you're a fan of his, he's a real niche artist. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. I think that it is what it is. But the Dying album is the album that's coming out, or might have already come out. I haven't stayed up on it. I know I've done a couple videos a few months ago to the new music videos. That's pretty much how I stay up on the music. And if I listen to something on shuffle, I hear new Paz, you know. But I will check out the album. And but right now I'm just gonna check out this interview. So let's go ahead and get into it. Appreciate you guys hanging out and get to my small head right here.
How do you ever adapt to a single-driven industry when you're not a single-driven artist? I wouldn't even know what to do.
I think he's already. See, I don't mean to interrupt immediately. I think, like, if you've noticed, singles have gotten shorter. It used to be Puffy and Mace. I'm coming. Who's hot? Who not? Who's like what? Verse, hook, right out the hook. Right? It was like a 5-minute song. Like it could be a club hit. Over the years, songs and videos have been shorter, 2-3 minutes. I think Paz has always kind of done that. Like no, they had some longer songs with Jedi Mind Tricks, but he's naturally growing with the art without having to try hard. And that's the type of artist I like. It's like you're not pressuring yourself to create hits or make singles, but you're doing the same exact thing that everybody else is doing, and you're successful because you're being you the best possible you can, not trying to be all these other artists. I don't know any other artists like Vinnie Paz. I mean, you can put them in categories like La Coca Nostra with Ill Bill and Slain and all them artists, like, right? But to me, Paz is on his own on another level as far as, you know, delivery, his lyrics, his cadence, and he stays up on the new shit. That's my favorite part about him.
If you said, yo, the album format is dead, and it probably is, I would just my retort would always be like, but I don't know how to create like 3 or 4 songs to drop a year. That it's like what I don't have in common with other artists is a lot of artists, at least ones I know, become detached as fans.
That's what I was saying on the last video.
I'm still a huge fan.
Right.
Everyone.
Okay, so that's what I said in the last video. I was almost like questioning myself on saying it, but a lot of artists don't have, like, they don't follow artists like they used to, like fans of artists, right? I see artists on Instagram, whatever, they have a huge following. They're not following nobody. Like, that's bullshit to me. Like, I follow everybody that follows me as well as on top of that. And I don't think I'll ever stop. Like, how are you ever going to stop networking and listening to music? You're creating the music, right? But you got to still support. And I'm not saying all artists. I'm just saying sometimes people, and this is exactly what we was talking about, exactly what I said. And I feel good.
People I know, to people that I don't, I buy everything. Whether it's their merch, whether it's their vinyl.
Right.
I'm still a collector.
Right.
So that part of me drives that part of our business that you're like, bro.
That's why he's still
part of the business.
But that's why he's still kind of underground, because he lives the life of what he genuinely feels an artist is. Rather than chasing the fame and the money, he's just living as an artist, which is it. I love that shit. I hate when artists get past a certain success level and then they turn into the epitome of success. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm now successful, so this is how it goes. You'd be like, I enjoyed you when you were genuine and more natural. Now it's like the success is now your motivation, which, you know, it kind of sucks, but it happens.
We're trying to be like, all right, we'll give in a little bit, you know. Maybe we'll start shooting more videos, more singles.
Right.
Maybe we keep the album format, but we give him more singles
right,
too.
Right.
You know?
He's done that this year, and I think a lot of what is good that you can release as the album comes out. Like, don't release the album yet. Release each song and each video. And then when the album drops, people can be like, yo, this was a dope album. I can't wait to listen to it in its entirety. Rather than dropping the album, then people, because here's my opinion. You drop the album and you expect people to listen to the album. And then they're waiting on the singles, right? Well, I don't even know how the format goes. But usually what I thought would happen is the album comes out and then they put videos out, like from MTV days and now YouTube. But now what I'm seeing is that like you're dropping the singles, you're dropping not even the singles, you're dropping every track off the album with a video, like Yellow Wolf did. What album was it? Most recently, Mudmouth. He released Mudmouth with a video. Every single song had a video, and he did it one after the other, and that got people hyped for the album. Then when you've already listened to every song because the video came out, you're like, now you have a reference. I can pop that album in and know every single song the first day I hear it, and I love that. I think that's the wave. But that might be just common sense to anybody in the music industry, but I'm just saying that's what I'm seeing. And shorter singles, like 2-minute, 3-minute songs to really get 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 2:15 to really hit that, like nerve, and then you want more. So that the next track and the next track, like I love that shit.
It's like, remember every song from Thriller was a single because it was that good of an album.
Right.
It's like you look at that, you're like, oh, these were all hits.
Like
yeah. Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel. You're like, oh, yo, this is an album of hits. It looks like a greatest hits. And that in theory is a cool idea. Like, what if all this shit is just single?
Ooh.
I wouldn't even know what the process would be. My whole process would change probably, and the mindset would change. Because I would hear something that was dope and then be over analytical and be like, yo, that's really dope, but it might not be a single. I mean, there's shit on amazing records, like classic, brilliant records. Like, there's songs on Midnight Marauders that I'd be like, no, I mean, if that was a single, that would be odd, but it's incredible and it's a part of this thing that you're giving to people. Right. So people want to not watch whole movies and watch scenes from it.
That's what he's talking. Oh,
I think an album is an experience. It should be treated as such. Of course, there's songs you like better than others. I mean, of course. Okay, but there's scenes you like better than others. Listen to this. If you rewatch this, if Vinny rewatches his interview, he can really like pick apart like what formula he could use, because he's kind of like shitting on people, be like, I guess if you just want to watch the clips of certain movies, your scenes, but people like clips. People watch YouTube videos of the best clips from Anchorman or the best clips, right? But if you can do such a good job of releasing every clip is a hit, and then the whole movie's a hit, and then you're giving people excerpts, tell a story. How about this? Tell a story on your album, but through each song. And then each song has its own video, and you get the movie in a total music video. And then each song can be its own hit, like that. Maybe, I don't know. Am I onto something, or am I just talking common sense? Come on, Paz. But I don't know how I'm gonna navigate that moving forward.
You got it, man. You put out these videos the last 2 years, or the last year, and I've really been paying attention. So let's just say you put out a song. If you made a whole album, it was a story, but in each song was a story in itself within that story. Kind of like a movie, right? Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I think this is the last one on the Vinnie Paz, and then I'm going to get to some other ones. Caskey's got a video coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Who knows? Maybe he'll change it to 12 a.m. because sometimes he does that. He claims he messes up, and then he puts it out at a different time. I don't know. Well, whatever. So his last album just dropped. That was pretty good. And Paz seems to have an album coming out too, the Dying album. So let's go ahead and I'm going to check that out when it drops, if it's already dropped. Did it drop? I feel stupid. Tortured Names of God, Unconditional Love. Oh, it's out now. Okay. The Dying album format. Is that the next one coming out or something? All right. I'm not up on everything. Even though Paz is one of my favorite artists, I'm not up on everything he fucking does. And maybe that's his marketing fault or my fault for not paying attention. I didn't even know Nas had shit coming out last year. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Till next time. Peace.
after are the people you depend on. We cook your meals. We haul your trash. We connect your calls. We drive your ambulances. We guard you while you sleep. Do not fuck with us.